What's up, guys? Back at it. I told you, setting up the GFO reactor. All right, got everything pretty much set up. Save a little bit of time, but this is what we got. We're using the Aqua Top multimedia reactor, MR20. All right, guys, that one came with the reactor. Pretty much all in one kit right there. Came with the tube, came with the little pump with the valve. Pretty much, just a package deal. I got pretty good reviews, so I said why not try it out. I also bought the Aquamax phosphate out, just a regular, not the super strength one. So I figured I'd try that out too. Also got decent reviews. I don't know, everybody uses all different stuff, so you know what, it's trial and error for me, to be honest with you. Like I'm new, so I'm gonna try it out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and make my changes as I go. All right, so we're definitely gonna do the whole hookup from start to finish. Running clean water through it to get any little particles out before I actually hook it up into the sump, into the tank itself. So we're gonna go through, right from the start to finish. I cleaned out in there a little bit, do a little rearranging. I just had all stuff in there, food, nets, and all that crap in there. So it's pretty much just gonna sit right, pretty much right next to the return. All right, but we'll go through the process. All right, so let's start it off. I'm probably gonna have to put you guys down, just to kind of see what I'm doing, because it's gonna be kind of hard putting everything together with one hand. I did do a couple of steps prior to this. It did actually come with the tubing also, which was pretty cool. I got some, but it came just in case anybody didn't have any. Right in the kit, everything came, nice tubing, discharge, little filter baggy thing. I did cut, you'll see at the tips, this is the intake tube, okay, right here. I did cut maybe little 2-inch pieces off of this line to fit onto here, because that actually is going to sit right on top of there. Okay, so you do have to cut little pieces off, no big deal. One actually up here, little 2-inch piece, and I actually measured this one, it's a little bit longer. That actually goes on the end of the pump. Okay, so I kind of just fit it, measured it, and fit it into, so it's going to sit nice in the return side of the sump. All right, so I did all that prior to this, so you don't see me cutting and all that, just to kind of not make the video so long, because I know it's already going to be probably a 10-15 minute video hooking everything up. Everything's inside there, a little strainer, the little pads, little pad and the strainer up there, all that was inside there. Just kind of give you guys an overview of how it came right out of the box. Everything, like I said, was right out of the box, except for the GFO itself, the phosphate out Aquamax. Okay, everything else right out of the box. I did pre-measure. It's calling for a half a cup per 50 gallons. So that's a half a cup right there. I'm gonna add some more, maybe another quarter of a cup or something like that, because I do have a 55 gallon, as you know. Plus I have the volume of the sump in there, which is that's about a 20 gallon. Obviously it's not filled all the way, but you get the point, guys. All right, so I'm pretty much just gonna put you down, try to get everything on camera as far as hooking up the intake tube to the reactor itself, hooking up the bottom of the intake tube to my pump, and just step by step, guys. All right, so just bear with me, and let's get started. I'm just gonna put you up against my my go-to vodka right there. All right, I'm just trying to get a nice angle so you could kind of see what I'm doing. I'm gonna actually just kind of put everything on the counter, move everything out of the way so I don't spill anything. All right. pump over. All right, I just wanted to show you guys that. That's actually, I'm gonna put that away because you've seen it. All right, so let's get started. I'm just gonna make sure this is in there. So this is what we got, guys, right here. Strainer. All right, I'm just gonna take, it's just got the spin top on it, all right, and it actually just, everything just pulls right out, right from the top. All right, we will pull it out. I'm gonna show you putting the media in and everything, the actual GFO inside the reactor. All right, so let me see if I'm on camera here. All right, there we go. All right, so pretty much you take your intake tube with the already cut pieces on the top, the bottom. All right, I read the instructions and everything prior to this, just so I could kind of not make this video so long. All right, so pretty much your intake tube is actually going to go right in the middle because you're intaking the water up, in, down the reactor, and then back up. Okay, so this is just going to get kind of pushed onto these little barbs. It's actually pretty cool. It's got these, like, I don't know if you could see them real good. I'm going to try to show you. These right here, these little nuts, they're actually, you can see it's spinning. It's actually little, like, lock nuts, which are pretty cool, I guess. I don't know how good they're going to work, but they seem like they're okay. All right. So you're just going to pretty much, trying to get everything on camera here, pretty much just going to press your tubing on there. All right, right in the middle. It just tells you to kind of tighten up these lock nuts. All right, just kind of tighten them up on the tubing, I would assume. I'll see what happens. I might put little clamps around here and here. Maybe not so much the bottom, but actually I might put them on both. I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna see how it goes. Make sure I don't got no leaks or anything like that. All right, so that's pretty much on pretty good. Everything was on prior. Little lock nut is tight. All right. Right here, you're just gonna take the bottom of this now. This little pump came with the kit, like I said. It's an aqua top pump. Let me see how many gallons per hour. It says 95 gallons per hour. Not too worried, guys. I know everybody talks about how many gallons per hour. I mean, you pretty much got to look, from what I read and seen, you pretty much got to look at the GFO inside the reactor and see how it's tumbling. So it's not, I don't know if it's so much gallons per hour, because it has the little valve which you actually got to control your flow anyway. I don't know, whatever, but it's 95 gallons per hour. Should be enough. It's not that big of a reactor. It's probably like 18 inches long. Height wise. So all right, so this little, like I said, this came with it. We're just gonna kind of put the bottom of your intake right onto, I don't know if you can see that. Well, let me get it on and then I'll show you. That's why I said I had to put you down, guys, because this one's it's actually a little bit hard getting it on some of the spots here. Get that on nice and good. I'll probably put some clamps, like I said, around these. All right, let me see if I get a good picture for you there, so you could see it. All right, there's the pump with the little valve. Okay, the little piece that I cut just so I kind of retrofit that so it fits nice in there. I'm hoping this video comes out clear so you guys could see everything, and you can see how it's on the middle of the top there. That's actually the tube going inside the middle of the reactor. All right, so that's the first step, just to get everything hooked up. Just gonna push that top down. All right, let me show you the next part, which is, all right, we got this. Let me put this to the side. You seen that? All right, guys, this is actually the output tubing. If you could see it, that's the output tubing. It's a little long, all right, because I'm actually gonna run the output. The pump's gonna be sitting in my return section with my return pump, taking out as clean as possible water into my reactor, and my output of my reactor, I'm actually gonna put back into the first part of my sump where my skimmer and my filter sock is, just in case any media, any junk comes out of this that I don't want getting back into the display tank. Hopefully it gets back in there, the skimmer could pull it out, you get what I'm saying. Everybody does everything different. It's just my way that I'm doing. I know many people did it this way. I did read a lot of stuff, you know, all over the internet, YouTube, everything else. So people do it this way. It's everybody's got their own way. And if it doesn't work, believe me, I'll be reading up on a different way to do something. That's what I'm about. All right. So pretty much, I'm not gonna put this on yet. Actually, you know what? I will. I could probably just screw everything off. All right, so the intake tube is on. This is, like I said, the output. I didn't show you this. This is actually, let me see if it's on the camera good. I'll get a good shot of that. Okay, that right there, it came with it. It's kind of like a little filter sock for your output of, let me get this out of the way. A lot of stuff here, guys, so. All right, this right here, the black piece, is actually, let me focus. Yeah, there we go. It's just like a little filter sock at the end of the output tubing. I guess it'll catch any junk or anything that kind of comes out. That's what they were thinking when they, you know, when they came up with this. I don't know. We'll see how it works. I'm gonna put it on. It's on there. It's just the end of the tubing. The tubing kind of just goes, shoots right inside there. All right, just like that. All right, nothing really hold. There's like little. I don't know, like little nubs in there that actually hold the tubing in place. All right. So I'm just gonna get that right there. That's gonna go on the other side, the other top part of the reactor. Let me try to get that and I'll show you. Okay, that's on. And like I said, they tell you to twist these little lock nuts up, I guess, onto the tubing so it stays. I guess it kind of maybe creates like a, so it doesn't leak or something. It's nice. These are all siliconed in there. The little fittings, the little barb fittings are actually siliconed into the top right there. Everything's pretty nicely made. It feels pretty good. I'm giving the Aqua Top a review as I go along. But yeah, so far so good. I like that it came with everything, so you don't got to kind of fish around for anything. Especially when you don't know and you're trying to find all these fittings at Home Depot. I kind of know it's what I do. I do pipe fitting work and stuff. So I'm pretty good with fittings and all that stuff. But for somebody that doesn't really know, or it's just starting out in briefing, you know, it's